Okay. It's Frank Ragnow.
Frank Ragnow.
Frank Ragnow.
Frank Ragnow.
That's the
Frank
guy.
Ragnow.
That's him. Okay, so it's Frank Ragnow. Oh, look, they updated the article. Here's the original. Detroit Lions center Frank Ragnow retires after 7 seasons, 4 Pro Bowls. Look at how the article's updated. Lions add veteran Trystan Colon. Is it Colin? To offensive line that lost center Frank Ragnow to retirement. Look, so that's something new we can look at there. Okay? See the article date is June 4th right there. Okay? So, they make a quick move to add another character for the retiring Frank Ragnow. All right, so that'll work, huh? So we'll look at that after we get through with the slides. Now look, you see right away that dude's got 77 on his jersey. And he retires after just 7 seasons, okay? I mean, if a very impactful semi-short career, right? But, again, you see that 77 on his jersey and he plays 7 seasons. Let's get a little bit more familiar with this character. Let's click on his Wikipedia. All right, so now he is a former pro football player. And, there's the 7. He's even born on the 17th, so you get a 7 in his birthday with that 77 on his jersey. He played college for the Arkansas Razorbacks, where he was a 2-time All-American. Ragnow was selected by the Lions in the first round in 2018. He earned 4 Pro Bowls, as you see in the title, with Detroit. And look at this. Oh, look at this. He earned 4 Pro Bowl selections with Detroit and 3 second-team All-Pro Bowl selections. 4 plus 3 is 7. You see that? To go with the 7 seasons. 77 on his jersey. Look, I have a little video, it looks like. I don't know if it looks like they're going to send us to YouTube for this. And
Well, shocker today in the NFL, and right here with the Detroit Lions, Frank Ragnow, the 4-time Pro Bowl center, is retiring.
Ragnow announced his decision on social media, and Lions fans have been reacting to our post about his decision.
Just a minute.
It's like, man, popular character.
It's after Ragnow made the announcement, we started hearing from you. Tanya writing, good for you, listening to your body. David, Douglas, and Deuce all sending well wishes.
Our viewer Mark echoed their messages, congratulating Ragnow on an incredible career and 7 seasons of excellence. So many fans sharing how much they're going to miss this Lion.
Sports director Brad Galley here with more on this news. He really is a superstar.
Yeah. He's been an incredible part of, and an O-line doesn't get all the respect, but here in Detroit it does, and he was right in the middle of it for so many years. When the Lions finally won the division in 2023, Dan Campbell brought to the center of the room the old guard. Frank Ragnow was one of the first names out of Campbell's mouth, the foundation.
Notice how this is ABC 7. And dude played 7 seasons, 77 on his jersey.
On which this contending team was built. After 7 seasons in the NFL, Ragnow is calling it a career.
Look, you even get 5:07 on the time, 79 degrees. Remember, he's even got a 7 in his freaking birthday.
The 4-time Pro Bowl center has been a standout at his position. battling through injuries the last 4 seasons. He's had toe problems since 2021, an additional ankle, knee, and throat injury. They all played in a part of all this, and last season he played through a partially torn pectoral muscle. That's forced him to make this decision. Ragnow just turned 29, and he's been such a key part of the Lions' offensive line. He had 2 years left on his deal, was scheduled to earn $9.5 million this coming season. Ragnow posting on Instagram saying the past couple months have been trying. Quote, "I have given this team everything I have and thought I had more to give, but the reality is I simply don't." He went on to say, I have to listen to my body, and this has been one of the hardest decisions of my life. So what do the Lions do? Ragnow was a second-team All-Pro last season. He will not be easy to replace. Graham Glasgow could slide over from guard. He has experience playing center. His team's second-round pick, Tate Ratledge, he's been taking the first-team reps this.
All right, and and they did find a replacement, right? And the guy named Colon, okay? So, nice little video there. Again, that's amazing that's ABC7, isn't it? That's amazing that's ABC7. And don't forget 4 Pro Bowl selections, 3 second team All-Pro selections. 4 plus 3 is 7. We're off to a great start, and this is a center. Don't forget. Look at this, man. This is a great breakdown. I put it together a few days ago. Now it's kind of kicking in mentally. It's like, oh yeah, this is nice. 4 Pro Bowls. If you don't know, now you know. Detroit and Michigan equal 44 in the code, which is gematria. Look at that. 44-44, Detroit Lions, Detroit, Michigan. Look at that. Detroit and Michigan got the 44 like 4. Retires equals 40 like 4. It's not a coincidence that he retires just a few weeks after his birthday, as this happens a lot. This happens a whole hell of a lot, right? Where you get a trending story right around the character's birthday. You see his birthday, May 17, announces his retirement June 2nd, just a few weeks later. Even Ragnow got the R like retired. Okay? And remember, R-Truth got released from the WWE, RR. So yeah, retired and Ragnow. Oh my God, this is amazing. If you know anything about lions, they live and hunt in large groups known as prides. We get a trending Detroit Lions story as Pride Month hits. Wow, right? Look at that. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? We're in Pride Month. Lions, Pride. And look, they're also the king of the jungle. What about all the king queen energy that we've been getting lately? We have a new Miss World crowned. A lot of Queen Elizabeth II energy. The voice, King of the Hill of John Redcorn, he dies. Right? A lot of this king queen energy. Queen Elizabeth II, remember her birthday not long ago with the Pope dying on that day. So yeah, and there's more king and queen stuff. That's just kind of all I can think of on the fly. But that's amazing, isn't it? Pride Month, we get the Detroit Lions story. Look at this, man. Pride equals 29. Just like Frank Ragnow is age 29. Football and center both equal 29. This is a football center. He hikes the ball. Amazing. Notice Pride's got 34 like center. Pride's got the 83 like football. That's amazing how it hits like that. Now we get these numbers over and over and over and over and over again. I'm flooded with this number in my breakdowns, okay? And it hits one more time. Frank Ragnow There's only 4 base ciphers, okay? The only one missing here is reverse. But you see ordinal ABC 1, 2, 3, reduction and reverse reduction. Only thing missing is the reverse cipher there. Frank Ragnow equals 61, like Detroit Lions, the team he played for, 61. Detroit Lions has 160, which is like 16, 16, and 61. You get the same numbers. Look at the 91. Flip that 91 over, you get a 16, right? Look at the quarterback with the 16 on the jersey. Is that Jared Goff? I don't know. I think so. Look at the 16 on the jersey of the quarterback, as I just caught that. Detroit equals 91. Frank Ragnow 61. Detroit Lions 160 and 61. He retires 16 days before his birthday. After his birthday. He retires 16 days after his birthday. You know it's not a coincidence. You know it isn't. Even Detroit Lions and Frank Ragnow, look at that. More 16s. There's that reverse cipher, too. There's the reverse cipher. Z would be 1, A would be 26 with the alphabet. It's just the language we speak. 164 and 169, y'all. And Michigan equals 152. Announces his retirement the 153rd day of the year. Just won the next number, 152, 153. Look at that. Nice, right? Pretty nice. I mean, in the thumbnail lands, we did pretty good there. Even going to the Wikipedia and snagging up another 7. Remember, that was news 7, ABC 7, right? So pretty damn cool. Pretty damn cool with that connection. And look, we take a look at the Wikipedia. We added that extra 7 with the 4 Pro Bowl selections. You see right there, 3 second team All Pro, 4 plus 3 is 7. And he played for the Razorbacks. I don't think I caught anything with the Razorbacks. I think I entered it over here. And 198.63. I don't see anything major there. Arkansas does have that 60 as we're in the 6th month now, but that's okay. So yes, I wanted to just come and, oh, you know what? Look at the Lions record last year. I just looked at this before starting. Look at their record last season. 15 wins, 2 losses in the regular season. 152. Remember, Michigan has that 152. You see that right there? You like that on the fly? So it's another 16 and 61 fest, y'all. I feel like we need to go to Canva. Let me just show you. Look at all these breakdowns I have here. Okay, look at all these breakdowns. I think some of these I don't think I've presented yet. But let's see if I can snag some 16s. Here's the R-Truth breakdown. Released. Remember, R-Truth released, RR. Now we get Frank Ragnow retiring. Ragnow retiring, RR. Look, you see wrestling 116. Ronnie Aaron Killings 116. 6'1". Ron equals 16. Announces his release on the first day of the 6th month. 16 date numerology. And look, you get the 16s and the 19s again, as we do in our current story. You see that? So, oh wait, you don't see it? Now you see it. My bad. Now you see it right there. All the 16s with that breakdown. And I would try to snag another one. I can't remember which other ones have the 16s and 61s, but you could just scroll back. I know for a fact the Miley Cyrus, we had some in there. Oh, and my recent decode on A to Z decodes, there's also more 61s in there. But yeah, Miley Cyrus. And today her movie, her slash film slash musical, whatever it is, today her movie hits that syncs up with her new album. And I think it's the same name. But yeah, the 16 hit in that breakdown. Oh, you see Charles Rangel? He died 16 days before his 11th day of the 6-month birthday. And remember, Ragnow retired 16 days after his birthday. 116 equals Hannah. This is Hannah Montana. All trending. And there's that movie released today. You know, Joe Montana with the 16 on his jersey, the same birthday as Charles Rangel. Remember, Diana Taurasi also retired not long ago with that same birthday. Now the WNBA season kicks off. Even Miley Cyrus's dad, Billy Ray Cyrus, with 16 studio albums. So there's just a few examples of this 16 that keeps popping up. There's more. It's just kind of overwhelming. There's so many of them. You could scroll back in the videos if you want to see more of those. That Pride. Oh, and don't forget, P is the 16th letter of the alphabet. Pride Month. P is the 16th letter of the alphabet. Speaking of P, P. Diddy, known as Diddy now. Diddy going through his trial right at the same time. I'm working on the Master P breakdown, the death of his daughter, which was just a few years back. That death anniversary was just a few days ago, like 2 weeks or something like that. So look out for the Master P death of, is it Tatiana Miller? I think is the name. I haven't looked to see the proper how you pronounce it yet, but yeah, something about this letter P. It's the 16th letter of the alphabet. You know, not saying there's a P in here besides the pride, but that is a nice connection, right? Detroit Lions and pride. So again, I'm thankful to be able to do this. Shout out to AI. Shout out to the system which we throw videos on. Shout out to this platform. You know, not reaching the people that these videos should reach, not reaching the masses like it should. But that's okay. You know, this is my hobby. I enjoy doing it. We're doing our best to get the truth out there. Detroit Lions center Frank Ragnow retires after 7 seasons, 4 Pro Bowls, and it's all by the numbers, all by this code one more time. Until next time, though, peace.